What's up everybody and welcome back to the Ultimate FIFA series, where today we are doing the penultimate gym badge of the series. It is going to be Team Takedown and we're just going to jump straight into it. We've got two of them, as you can see. If we jump to the fore screen, you can see none other than Capgun Tom, the creator of Team Takedown. The man trying to dash my dreams today, Tom.
I'm like Brock, you're coming out with Pikachu right now and I've got Rock type. Watch out, baby.
Well, I've got Kluivert. He's like a water type and a grass type at the same time.
I know, two different men, some might say.
It was, honest to God, the stupidest. Is it up there with the stupidest one, or is it the stupidest one? I mean, 2 Jadon Sancho's was pretty silly. Yeah. For you guys who are wondering what on earth we are on about, basically, EA released the Bergkamp SBC, but when you completed it, you actually got Patrick Kluivert instead.
This is so dumb. It's so dumb, man. I don't know. I think that's probably rivaled by Icon SBC 3, where you could resubmit the icon over and over again to make money.
Just to get 100k back unlimited. Oh, it's so silly. But they did fix it and they have brought it back, so we are doing it on Kluivert today. Bergkamp, Kluivert. The bonus, the good thing about this one, Tom, is because we're trying to unlock icons or just players, marquee players to be used in my club in the squad of the Sherman at the end. Now I've already got an icon, Rui Costa, the prime one of them. I've got Optimus Prime moments saved off, and hopefully at the end of this I'll have Bergkamp to the point where it's going to be pointless for Atani to even try and guess a centre attacking mid icon, and I can just put him straight in. And in fact, I'll even have a striker, because after we've won this one I can use Kluivert as well.
Indeed.
But we're doing Team Takedown. It's reasonably simple, isn't it, Tom? And I won't sit here and explain everyone the rules, we're just going to get cracking on with it. Going to try and win another gym badge, and I believe the first thing we need to do is open some packs and get a second player. While we're doing that, I will explain to the people that in order to make this a little bit more exciting, a little bit more interesting, Bergkamp isn't counting as an icon for the purpose of this video. He is acting like a Dutch Arsenal player, and you have to get him onto full chemistry and everyone else onto full chemistry as if he got links of a Dutch Arsenal player rather than an icon.
I've got myself a second player, Andy. Another centre forward, and it's a walkout. Can you guess who it is?
Firmino?
Oh, close. Mertens.
Decent. I've just packed Naby Keita. It needs to be in a second league, doesn't it? It can't be the same.
Yeah, it can't. Yeah, so as Bergkamp is prem.
Okay, well, I'll just smash through some packs and we'll come back when I've got a good player, because this could take quite a while. Oh, we've got an inform. Okay, is he good? French goalkeeper.
We have had to have a rule change in the last, since between the last episode now. No goalkeepers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because people go nuts because they're like, this is ridiculous.
I just won't use it then, Tom. If that's what you want, mate, I'll just open another 4 billion FIFA points to get another 81 rated inform that isn't a goalie. Got another inform. Please don't be French. Oh, it is French, but it's a left mid. Okay, can I use that, Tom?
Yeah, you can indeed.
Thank God. I'm just getting desperate. I'm pretty sure I've probably got sausage all around my mouth. Hunger was setting in. It was taking so long to pack a good player. I mean, let's say a good player.
A player.
It's Hamouma.
I described that guy as the most average. All the average players bow down to the averageness of Hamouma.
So I have got my Hamouma in, who is getting some weird imaginary link to Bergkamp that shouldn't actually exist because he plays for Arsenal now. And you've got your Mertens in.
Yep.
Now we need to spin for a formation, Tom. 3, 2, in fact I'll close my eyes to make it fair. Stop! I got 4 2-2, so I can't actually use it.
Okay, fair enough. I've got...
Shall I just flick one to the right? Or one to the left? Pick one. That's what Jack said to do.
Go left.
4-1, 4-1. You did that deliberately, didn't you? You little...
I have no idea what the formations are, man. I don't know. I'm sitting here with a 5-3-2, Andy, so... leave me alone. Just back it up. So, back it up.
Now the way this is going to work is me and Tom are going to go away. We're going to go and design a squad around these 2 players. It's got to be a 3-league hybrid, I believe.
Nope, just full chem on every single player.
Just full chem on every single player?
And you're limited to 1 icon. Since Bergkamp's no longer an icon, you're limited to one icon. Okay,
and then we come back and we get to try and be a detective and work out what the other person's team is, basically. What we're going to do though, if you want to play along and you don't want to see the team ruined and you want to see if you can work out with the questions and guess the players as well, after this cut, we will come back and show you the teams. So basically, look away now and I'll tell you when it's safe to look again. There they are then. There are the 2 completed teams. Obviously, bear in mind that some of the links would be a little bit differently to get us both onto full chemistry because Bergkamp would actually be an Arsenal player, not an icon. So there they are. They're the squads. Take them in. If you want to look at them, they're still there, obviously, so don't look back yet. If you don't want to see them, you want to play along at home, maybe take a screenshot or just remember some of the players and you can see how we're going to get on. But we're going to cut again now and it'll be safe to look back in 1 second. Don't look back yet. I'll tell you when to look back. Okay, it's safe to look. We're back to the empty squads, and now Tom is going to give us, and now all that chaos is out the way, hopefully we've got through that nice and quick for you guys. Tom is going to explain how it is now going to work very, very quickly.
Okay, so the guests of the channel, they get to go first. There's 10 rounds of guessing. You get 2 yes or no questions on a position of your choice. If you manage to get the player on the 3rd guess correct, then you get to replace that player with a bronze. In the discard, the bronze will still stand for the gold card that it sort of like represents, though, Andy, just so you're aware of that. If you get it wrong, it switches to the other player, and if you do get it right, you get another go up to a max of 3 goes in a row. The only other thing you need to know is the safety rule. So the safety can be called as soon as the player says a position. If you think a player is super obvious or you want to do it tactically or whatever, you can call safety. The player gets no questions about them. They just have to guess who that player is. And yeah, it doesn't count as a go, but we can get into that as we go. So I guess I'll go first, Andy.
Technically, you're the guest, even though I'm the guest, so fire away.
Okay, I am going to go. Let me get my SBC up. Let's go with your left back.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, does he have a green link to Hamuma?
Thought you couldn't ask strong link questions.
No, we changed that as well. You're allowed to ask whatever you want,
you're
Andy.
messing. We're going to have to go back because I've designed the whole team being sneaky around not being allowed to ask strong links.
Mate, you can ask whatever question you want. Anything you want.
You said you can't ask strong link questions.
That was like 3 months ago. And it was like the 2nd episode ever.
Christ.
You can do
I've been snaked. You could have made a well better team.
You can do exactly the same to me, mate. You can do the exact same to me. No, he doesn't have a green link. So it's not even a problem after all.
Well, it is, because now you need to know where now you're going to know where the other green link is. Now you sneakiness. This is what Brock's like, isn't he? Scumbag. He's friggin' on it.
Hey, listen,
ride on and stuff like that.
If you want a rematch after I finish beating you, where you bring along water and you turn the sprinklers on my rock type Pokemon, then you're more than welcome. But right now, I need to try and figure out which Ligue 1 left back / French left back you might be using. Is your player from Ligue 1?
No.
Right, okay, we've got to go for all the French left backs that are not from Ligue 1. Nation, France. There's Mendy, there is Roussillon. Would you want to go into another league? Maybe not. Would you use Laporte? Probably. I think you've used him against me before. I'm going to say, do you have Laporte?
No.
Alright, well played, mate. Got away with it.
Oh, you're stressing me out, though. You are stressing me out. There's no perfect links to either of yours, as far as I'm aware. There's definitely not a perfect link to Bergkamp because we would have replaced him in the squad of him to make this less confusing.
Yeah.
We would have put a random Arsenal Dutch player in to make this less confusing. There is not a perfect link to Dries Mertens, which means your centre mid one has got to link the 2 of them together. Is your player a Belgian Premier League player?
No.
Okay, so it's an icon or De Roon. Hullet? Christ, okay. Seedorf? Ooh. Rijkaard? Okay, Tom. Is your player Dutch?
No.
Okay, so it's a non-Dutch icon.
Thank God there are so many of them.
Yeah, which one would Tom use? That is the question. So you're on your Xbox, so I don't think you have many SBC ones, so you will have just gone out and bought them. Or he's used on loan. Tom, is your player Socrates?
No, it's not.
Who was it?
Well, I'm not going to tell you, am I?
I'm just trying to catch her out.
To be honest, it doesn't really matter. Actually, no, because there could be some strong links that play elsewhere. So I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to give you anything. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing, mate. Right. Okay. So I guess now I do need to go for your left centre mid because I do know that you have to have a strong link there. But what's kind of scary for you is if this player doesn't link to Bergkamp. If this player doesn't link to Bergkamp, you're going to have 2 strong links from your right mid and your central mid, and that will probably be very easy to guess. So I feel like I'm in quite a good position. The only thing that I'm worried about is if it is an icon. You could have Blanc, Desailly's CDM card there. You could have any of the French icons basically that can play central mid. You could even have Pires. I don't think my chances are all that high of even getting your... If it is a Ligue 1 centre mid, even though I know he's French, I don't think I've got that high a chance of getting him because there are so many. And you could have been like, well, this is where my squad's going to fall apart, so I'll just use someone really hidden. So my first question will be, is your player an icon?
Left centre mid?
Left centre mid.
Yes.
He sussed it. Right, okay. That in some way is bad for you because now there's very high chance that I'll be getting it. But at the same time, it saves you in the other positions because you only need to have one strong link coming in from them. So, let's go to icons so that I don't miss any. France and midfielders. So, we have the choice of Vieira, Makaleli, oh my god, there's loads of them. Makaleli, Petit, Desailly, Pires and Blanc. I'm going to say, is your player... Just let me check they all are. Is your player a CDM by default?
No.
No, right, okay, so we've got a choice of... It could still be Vieira, but most likely it's either Pires or Blanc. Let's have a little search because I think you don't want to use this card at all. I'm just gonna have a quick look at their prices. Blanc is 550 and Pires is 330. Do you have Pires?
I do. What's annoying is the price doesn't even matter because we're not playing for discards, we're playing for a gym badge.
Oh, this is true. Okay, I'm gonna have to go for your right centre mid. And I know that the strong link to Bergkamp is coming here because unless you're using a bronze already at right mid, that's probably... Right, so let's go have a look at... So it's either Dutch, which would immediately make me think Wijnaldum. He might be the only one actually. I mean, you could have gone proper and Van Ginkel if you wanted to be that guy. Let's start off with, is he Dutch?
No.
Right, he's from Arsenal then. So we've got quite a few actually for you. You're quite lucky. There's Guendouzi, Ozil, Torreira, who we did have a nice little natter about before the video. Xhaka, Ramsey. I should have asked. I don't know if I should have asked if he was Dutch, to be honest. Is your player either from South America or Armenia?
No.
Not from South America, so it's Ozil, Guendouzi, Xhaka or Ramsey most likely. Oh, Guendouzi makes sense because it's a strong link to Pires as well, and then you could do something funky with the rest of your team. But would you go for Guendouzi? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna kick myself if it is. Have you got Guendouzi?
No.
Oh, it's Ozil, no! I'm always certain it's either Ozil or Xhaka, one of the two.
So I've got the same thing for you, but with your right centre mid. Well, with your right centre mid as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you in brackets of 3 for Arsenal, and if you say yes to the first one, I'm obviously doing very well. So I'm going to say, is your player an Arsenal player from France, Armenia, or Uruguay?
No, he is not.
Okay. Is your player an Arsenal player from Germany, Switzerland, or Wales?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so I should have went for that one first, because then I would have been able to narrow it down even more. But I've now got a 1 in 3, whereas I think yours is a little bit more of a Hail Mary. And if you said no to that, I would have known that it was either El Neni or Suarez or a Dutch one. And it's currently, we know, a 1 in 3 chance between Ozil, Ramsey, and Xhaka. Tom, do you have Aaron Ramsey?
Nope. Whew. Whew! Dodge that bullet, baby! So let's go for your right midfielder. Let's have a look at who we got. Sterling, Salah, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez. Would you go back and use that El Tornado guy that you used against me in that squad builder showdown where you scored 2 El Tornado crosses? Or maybe you go for someone different and go for Shaqiri, who's also a 5-star skiller that you could use out there. How do I limit this down? Does your player, your right mid, play for one of the 2 Manchester clubs?
No.
Does your player have 5 stars on either of his stats, so either weak foot or skill moves? Not both.
That is a very, very clever question, Tom. He does not.
I don't even know. Do you have Antonio?
No.
Right, okay. We're taking this pretty seriously.
Yeah, there has probably been a lot of jump cutting because someone will say, do you? And then sit there for a couple of minutes thinking, have a Premier League. We're taking it very serious. But one thing we do know for a fact is that Tom has got a strong link to Mertens at his left centre mid. So, just for me to double check, I'm just checking on Footed. I know you guys can't see this. The strong links to Mertens that don't play for Napoli, just for your guys' information, are Nainggolan and Prayet. Can't imagine you've used Prayet. You could have used Nainggolan. So we're going to take the same sort of approach again in trying to narrow it down in groups. So I'll get them all up for the people at home to see. In fact, they've all got a card that comes out as a centre mid, so that's really helpful for being able to show the people. So if I go to the Serie A and go to Napoli, they'll be able to see every single one of them. So we have got Hamsik, Allen, Fabian, Zielinski, Diawara, Rog, and just to make sure I haven't missed any... No, I haven't. So I'm going to ask you, Tom, is your player either Belgian, Spanish, or Brazilian?
No, he's not.
Okay, so he's Hamsik, Zielinski, Diawara, or Rog.
I feel like I might be getting ready for a 50-50, yeah?
It's definitely going to be a 50-50. I'm trying to... Hamsik, Fabian, Diawara, or Rog. How do I want to narrow this down? Obviously, the 2 I don't want to play against are... I don't want to leave a 50-50 between Hamsik and Fabian, basically, is what I'm saying. So what I'm going to say is your player Spanish or Polish?
He is.
Okay, so now it's a 50-50 between Fabian and Zielinski. Tom, do you have Zielinski?
Oh, I hate you. Yes, I do have Zielinski. I wanted to call safety, but then you would monologue for so long, I thought that would be deep. Damn it, yeah, I do have Zielinski.
Oh my god, I forgot about the safety thing. Why did I not just shout it from our left centre mid?
Yeah, that is very frustrating. Yes, I do have Zielinski, sir.
I'm so rusty on these rules because I've only ever done it once. Why did I not shout safety for left centre mid and make you just pick a random French icon?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even known it was an icon. I was just guessing.
It made sense, especially once you realise that there's no Arsenal strong links at right mid.
Yes,
it had to be an icon that gave a strong link to Hamuma for it
this
to work.
Really
okay,
true.
so I've just got one right. That's good, and that means it's my go again.
It is indeed. I wish I'd said safety because there's no way you would have got him.
So you've got Zielinski there. You've got an icon in the middle. You've got Xhaka or Ozil at right centre mid. Where do we go from here? Alright, so strong link right backs to them. It's just Bellerin, isn't it? So that seems like a bit of a silly question to ask. If you're gonna... My logic there is that you might just put a strong link to Xhaka or Ozil at right back and be done with it. But instead, what I'm going to ask you, Tom, is
Are you going for my right wing back?
I'm not. I'm going to ask you, right centre back, is it a strong link to Xhaka or Ozil, whichever one it is?
No, it's not.
So it's either a nation branch off or a different Premier League player. So, Tom, is your right centre back a Premier League player?
Nope.
Okay, so it's a nation branch off. So it's a German. There is a lot of them. Or it's a Swiss man. There is not a lot of them. Tom, do you have a kanji?
Yeah, I do. God damn, man. Oh, that's so annoying. I really...
Yeah, Detective Andy strikes again. Right, so I know your team, and we know that Xhaka has got he's got an imaginary strong link to Bergkamp. So that means the option for Tom is either strong link to Xhaka in Bellerin, and then go off into the Bundesliga with a kanji. Strong link to a kanji, or just Swiss. So I'm going to ask you, Tom, does your right back get a strong link to either your centre mid or centre back?
He
does, okay. So it's Bellerin, or, let me just check on Foothead so I don't miss any of them. It's Bellerin, Piszczek, Lang, or Hakimi. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. I don't want to play against Hakimi, and I don't want to play against Bellerin. So we're going to pick one of them and ask the 50-50. I don't want to leave the 50-50 on them, basically. I want to narrow one of them out now. So I'm going to ask you, is Hakimi Moroccan? I think he is. Basically, my question, Tom, is your player, whatever nation Hakimi is, or Polish for Piszczek?
He is.
Do you have Hakimi, Tom?
I do, yeah. And there was absolutely 0 point in saying safety there because you would have 100% gone for Hakimi regardless. So, yeah, I do. Which means you get to finish off. You get the last guess.
I get the final one? I've just done 3 in a row,
actually,
have I not?
you've done it 3 in a row. Okay, it switches me.
Sure,
I completely forgot that you went for my left centre mid. Yeah, no, you would have gone for Hakimi, wouldn't you, even if I said safety there?
Probably.
Yeah, I thought you would have.
It was a 50-50 between Hakimi and
Bellerin, but you'd already correctly identified that whoever my right centre mid is had a strong link, so he didn't need any more.
Well, I know it's that it's Xhaka because of a kanji. Well, I don't know, but it's almost assured that it is. So yeah. Okay, I've got Perez in here, as you have already guessed mine. So let me just pop him in, just so that people are aware.
So frustrating. So frustrating.
But that's the only one you've guessed of mine, actually. This is good. You've got 1 goal left. Where do you feel like targeting?
I'm going to go for your right back.
Wait, can I just say safety?
You can indeed, yeah.
Oh, well, I may as well, because it's the last guess, isn't it?
Oh, but even if you say safety, then
you get to do
so
it.
Oh,
sorry, yeah, you get to go on to a different one.
So it's still optional. Would you like to use your safety or no?
I'm trying to remember which ones you've guessed them. You've been left back, centre mid, right back.
I've done 2 centre mids, the right mid, the left back.
Yeah, I'm going to say safety.
On the right back.
Yeah.
But
you just get a random stab in the dark at this player, and then another go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that it's a Premier League right back, and I feel like it probably strong links to whoever you have at right mid, so that you can move away. Because I'm pretty sure you've done something kinky with the rest of your team, like maybe gone into the Bundesliga, or I mean, what I'm thinking is you've got Russell on left back, and then you've gone Ozil as the right CM, which I don't know yet, and then it's all like Bundesliga from then. Like there's Germans all over the place. And then to get away from that, you've got like a strong link at right back. I don't know. He doesn't play for your right mid. Didn't play for a Manchester club, so I mean, I want to say Carl Walker, but it'll only strong link to the other English player that I said at right mid, which would be Townsend. So I mean, Spurs have got. I cannot remember for the life of me if I took out your Lucas Player of the Month at right mid. I'm just going to throw it out there. Have you got Trippier?
No.
Okay. So now I have to go to something else.
Now you got a normal go. Okay. Interesting. I like that.
Go.
I am questioning whether that was good logic from myself or not, but the fact that you didn't get it means it was probably worked out alright. Because I feel like you would have got that one if you got to have a couple of questions on it.
Right, now, this is where I could do something like gamble real hard. Because you haven't got your safety anymore. So, I'm going to say goalkeeper.
Interesting.
I have no links to go by. Now, you could have gone La Liga, Bundesliga for the rest of your team if you branched off, or you could have just stayed in the Prem. So I'm going to say, is your goalkeeper from the Bundesliga or Premier League?
Yes.
I don't think I was meant to say that. I think I was supposed to say La Liga. Okay.
It's like enough to.
I know. Okay, so now we've got a lot to think about. Is your goalkeeper German?
Yes.
That's big. So now it's a case of, do you have Farman, Leno, or Neuer, I think. So it's somehow come back to being a lot more of a reasonable guess. Let's go. Do you have... Who would make the most sense? Do you have Manuel Neuer?
No. Thank Christ for that. Oh! Do you want to know what I had? Farman.
And Farman.
Oh, I was... Do you know what? Saying safety was the right thing to do to stop you getting my right back. But I did realise that it made it quite obvious. Well, not obvious, but it made it scary about then I could potentially lose one of my centre-backs.
Yeah.
Because you were starting to be along the right lines. You were along the right lines for the wrong reason.
Okay.
So I had Dennis Suarez at centre mid, Javi Martinez at CDM, and then Boateng down to Farman. So if I switch back to the squad, you can take a look at it there. Upper Meccano at left centre back. For no reason, he didn't actually need the strong link to Roussillon, but he's just a really good Bundesliga centre back. My right back, I thought you were going to get it, you know, because you were right. I did have Lucas at right mid. And I do have a strong link to him, and it is Aurier.
Yeah. The reason I went Trippier was because I was like, that covers two bases. If he wanted to go English, if he went for one of the English players, I could get him. That's why I went Trippier, because I was looking at Aurier for ages.
Scary Mary, mate.
Oh, apparently, Andy, all roads lead to the Bundesliga. When you do this,
Apparently.
because I've also ended up in the Bundesliga
With a kanji.
Yeah, so a kanji, and then I have Sané, the Cameroonian. Oh no, Senegalese centre back from Schalke, and then my left centre back is Koulibaly, and then I also have, can you believe it, Farman in goal. Crescito's my left back, and the icon you were looking for is Nakata. And obviously I did, and I did obviously have what's his face, Xhaka at the right. I got Xhaka and Nakata. That's why I chose them.
Right, we're going to sort these squads out and we'll come back and show you the bronzes that we've got in a sec. Here we go into the game then. There are Tom's 3 bronzes that he's picked up, looking beautiful, mate. I grabbed myself a random French League bronze for my left centre mid instead of Perez. Bit of a downgrade, you know, but...
Oh, why didn't I get that already? There were so many times I was so close to getting your players down. It's really frustrating. Just didn't fall my way this time.
Unfortunate. And there's a lot on the line as well. Also, if I now sound completely different, it's because I forgot to actually record my new mic. We're now on the new mic. We've probably been using the old one, so apologies for that. But we're going to sound good while we beat Tom and take gym badge number 3.
No,
you ready,
gym
Tom?
badges for you. No gym badges for you.
Like, in this series, you guys are just evil because you don't get anything. You don't have to discard any. You're not saving yourself from discards or anything like that. You're literally just doing it to spite me.
That.
Oh, that's a good play.
Bit of that, and then
that's a great block.
It's nice.
And a great block again. Oh, well played, boys. Well played. This is just 5 at the back versus basically 5 at the back in a world of park the bus collisions. Go on, you very average man.
Oh my god. Oh dear, lots of roulette. Let's go. Wow.
Very nice. Mr. Bergkamp drilled bottom bins. He's always going to bang there, isn't he?
Very close to being blocked.
Unfortunate. Don't want to get too excited because I'm trying to be very clinical, methodical. Oh my god, that's why I don't want to get too excited about this. I don't want to get overly emotional and throw away the extra gym badge, the extra 100k, the extra icon.
Pasta, aka pasta. Not doing anything. And that's.
Oh, how's that not gone in?
I'm thinking, how is that even nearly gone in? And you're like, how's it not gone in? Oh dear.
It's a very even game. There has been a lot of long shots. I'm just fortunate that one of my Bergkamp ones went in. That's about it. Oh, stop ruining it, Tom. We're going to score a Bergkamp flick.
Hey, listen,
why am I trying to score Bergkamp flicks instead of just trying to score a sweaty goal and get the gym badge? That is the bigger question here. Can you not change my man for me when I've got high balls turned on? Oh my lord. Oh my god, game.
Ref! Oh, he's offside. I'm not even going to get another chance, am I?
Oh, that was it! That was it, Foreman! You've ruined it!
Oh, how did I
blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle, ref.
There, Hasta. Go on, throw it back in there. There's confusion!
Have we done it? We've done it! We've won another gym badge! Oh my god.
I can't believe I didn't score at least one.
If it's any consolation to you, Tom, you don't have to discard any of your players, but you do have to hand over a gym badge. So if we jump back to the main screen, you can see we've now got 3 of them. The Guess Who badge, the 7-minute squad badge, and now as well the Team Takedown badge. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. We've got 1 week left, 2 more midweek episodes to get some more players, a Mailers Mastermind, and then Squad Builder Showdown at the weekend. It's going to be huge. I hope you guys are excited. I am very excited to film and find out myself what's going to happen. But for now, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.